Have you ever been in a competition that you wanted so badly to win? Even worse, have you ever competed against someone who was so confident that they were going to beat you, which only motivated you more? That's what happens to Sophie as she is getting ready to compete in her school's annual spelling bee. Between her regularly assigned schoolwork and her brother's antics, Sophie worries that she isn't going to have enough time to study. Now I'm going to read a bit from chapter 3 of the book. As she cruises into the carpool lane, Mom turns to Cole and me with a smile. Have a great day, kids. Cole, remember to turn in that permission slip I put in your backpack for the field trip next week. And don't forget to sign up for the spelling bee, Sophie. Okay, Mom, see you later, we say. We heft our heavy backpacks in the back seat and dodge a huge puddle as we make our way to the school entrance. I turn left and Cole turns right once we enter the front door of the school. He goes to the kinder, first, and second grade wing, and I head toward the fifth grade classrooms. Unlike the younger grade kids, we have actual lockers and switch classes to get us ready for middle school. My best friend Chloe Hopkins runs toward me as I near Mrs. Green's room. Hey, Sophie, how was your weekend? Did you watch the new show I told you about on Saturday? As usual, Chloe looks super cute. She dressed up her uniform with red high-top tennis shoes and patterned knit socks that match the red logo on our navy school sweaters. Her long, curly black hair is pulled back with a black headband with red silk rose in the side, and she's wearing pull-drop earrings in her pierced ears. We were at the rodeo while I was on, so I missed it, I say, but I recorded it on the DVR, so I may watch it again this coming Friday. Cole and I don't want to watch much television during the week because we're so busy with homework and after-school activities. If this spelling bee business turns out the way I think it will, my TV time will probably end up being even less. After roll is called and we say the Pledge of Allegiance, Mrs. Green reminds the class of the upcoming spelling bee. It would be great if everyone signs up, she says. It's a great chance for you to improve your spelling skills. The school bee is in 3 weeks. Regionals are a month after that. First and second place winners from each grade will represent our school there. Can I get a show of hands of who would like the study sheets? Several students and I raise our hands. Mrs. Green passes me 8 pages of words to study with a smile. Nathan Jones, a boy who Chloe and I secretly call Mr. Know-It-All because he thinks he knows the answer to everything, turns around in his seat to smirk at me once Mrs. Green goes back to her desk. I don't know why you're even bothering to get a list of words for the spelling bee, he says, peering through his thick glasses. Everyone knows that I am going to win the school contest and then go on to the regional bee. He's one of the smallest kids in our class, but Nathan definitely has the biggest mouth. The only reason he has friends, in my opinion, is that his dad owns a Funplex video game and race car center, and he often invites the other boys there for playdates. Nathan's older sister Jennifer was a student at Xavier and won first place in the school in regional spelling bees for 3 years running before she left for high school. Be quiet, smarty pants, I say. I've gotten A's on all my spelling tests this year, and I can outspell you any day. I glanced down at the top sheet of the list Mrs. Green has given me. I already know most of these words on the spelling list for the bee. Well, I would hope you could spell the words on the first page, because those are the easy words from the list, Nathan laughs. Look at the last sheet. I flip through the stack of papers on my desk and see that they are ranked as easy, average, and difficult. I can't pronounce most of the words I see on the difficult sheet, but I look up at my competitor with a smile. It won't take me long to study these and learn them all, I boast, wanting to slap the smirk off Nathan's face. I'm going to learn those words and the words from the 6th grade list in case they get through all the other words at the regionals. There's no way anyone will be able to beat me, Nathan brags. Nathan isn't the best at sports because he's so short, but ever since 1st grade he's been seen as one of the best students in the class, and he is always ready for a competition. Nathan, could you please turn around in your seat and get ready for our language review, said Mrs. Green. He faces the front of the room, and I'm finally free of the smart aleck. When the bell rings to change classes, I head out of the room without a glance at Nathan and rush to my locker. As Cole says during basketball games, it's time to go hard or go home. There's no way I can let that know-it-all do better than me at the spelling bee. I will have to start studying tonight. A connection that I can make to the book is that in middle school, I had a friend that was really competitive with her grades. We were in the same classes, and she would always brag about her test scores. But this only motivated me to do better because her bragging really annoyed me, and I wanted to shut her up by being better, just like Sophie wants to shut Nathan up and be better at the spelling bee. Will Sophie be able to beat Nathan in the school spelling bee? To find out, you're just going to have to read Sophie Washington, Queen of the Bee, which is written by Tanya Duncan Ellis.